your girl Valentina, nickname the African Dominican. I'm here with Joanna. Is that our friend?
They just
Oh. Me and Joanna, we are right here in Santo Domingo. Alright? We are going to meet up one of our friends. Woo! We are having mucho fun. Finally, I get to meet Coach.
This is the famous person right here. So finally I get to meet African Dominican Miss Valentina.
And I get to meet Coach John and our famous person and the lovely wife. And the lovely wife, Mama Domingo. Right now we're stuck in traffic, guys. You guys know to sabe. They were laughing him up. Suspect Spanish. Right now the time is almost 7, so traffic is off the chain. It was off the chain from about 5, and it's still crazy. All right, guys. Peace out. We are finally here, guys. ¿Qué es lugar?
Plaza Duarte.
Plaza Duarte. ¿Este Santo Domingo o no?
Santo Domingo.
Este Sur
Distrito Nacional.
or Distrito Nacional. But it's too far from the, okay, but I thought it would be, oh.
This is the downtown.
This is downtown. Is this near Bella Vista?
No. The downtown Bella Vista is a place, a small mall. This is a mall. But when I'm talking about the downtown, this is the
main, numero uno downtown.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So we are here.
Vamos.
turn left.
I am hungry. Joanna is hungry. Hey. Ooh, good Joanna. Turn around. Joanna, turn around. Nice. Yeah. Now look at my turn. My turn. Look at my turn. La chica Valentina in Santo Domingo. Tourists, no, we're not tourists. We live here, girl. We gotta fake it. So right now we're looking for our friend. Hi, Joan. How you feel, girl?
I feel embarrassed.
She feels embarrassed. She's not have to hang with Valentina.
I'm not used to hanging around.
People like
everyone looks at us because we're different.
everybody's looking at us because we're different. All right, let's find this guy. Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Dónde es Wendy's? Yeah. Wendy's, la restaurante.
Pasillo a la izquierda. Cuando llega donde está los blancos, a la izquierda.
Gracias.
A la orden.
All right. Looking for Wendy's. Welcome to the different world, Joanna.
They are looking anyway because
Right. We're looking.
I don't know what they look.
We're looking.
How it is to walk without our instructors. Everyone is like,
We are locals now. We are locals. Right? Where's the Wendy's? Alright guys, we are about to come see these people.
I can start asking something.
Yeah, listen. Oh, this is so cool. We're looking for Wendy's. Wendy's, I said Subway. Africa! She called me Africa. La Africana Dominicana. Oh, this is what this is your wife.
Okay.
Hola, mami. This is my sister-in-law. Mi coñada. Yeah. She's like Africana. Es Valentina. Es Africana. Mi amigo Joanna.
Encantada.
to meet you. Nice to meet you.
So finally I get to meet Coach John.
This is the famous person right here. So finally I get to meet African Dominican Miss Valentine.
And I get to meet Coach John and our famous person and the lovely wife. And the lovely wife, Mama Domingo.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm very hungry.
I met a Haitian, one of our cab Uber, he was a Haitian. So I asked a lot of questions about Haitianos, Dominicanos, and Caro.
He's a Haitian guy.
He's a Haitian guy. Mucho preguntas. Huh? I'm good, mommy. I ate a lot, so I'm good. So, I'm so excited to meet you guys.
That's right.
Good to see you guys.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get right into it for now, because I don't wanna waste any precious moments.
That's right.
Hi Domingo, hola Domingo, mucho gusto. Hi John, how are you?
Doing good. I'm a little tired.
Yeah.
A little pain, but I'm okay. I had to meet up with you.
Same here.
I'm sorry, it's a little loud in here, but hey, we had to meet up. So when are you leaving?
I'm going to Barahona mañana.
Okay.
Yeah, go Barahona tomorrow.
That's where Domingo.
Yes, he's from. Yeah.
Yes,
I've been there before. I went to Barahona and tomorrow mañana again.
Okay.
Yeah, and then from Barahona I go to Bonao. From Bonao, Las Terrenas. So good to meet you, man.
Good to meet
Oh,
you.
honey, you look the same. You look the same. Come and sit next to me.
Okay, all right.
Guys! Women stuff. Do I look nice, Coach John?
You look great.
I look good, look good. So guys, I'm here with Coach John. Finally we get to meet. I'm so excited.
Amazing, positive YouTube channels. And
In one place.
Yes, She tells me off sometimes when she says, hey, I don't think you should be doing this. Don't do this. But it's all love and it's all us just working together.
Exactly. He's my brother. I'm all about the Dominican Route family, and I'm glad we finally get to meet up in person. And Rico, I got your greetings. Hi, back.
That's right. That's right. Shout out to Rico out there. Yeah.
Bye.
So you are doing so many big interviews. I have been paying attention to them.
Thank you.
Yes.
You too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It seems like I do big interviews, and I love all my interviews. But you meet some big people on the YouTube world, in the YouTube world.
Right, crazy Dominic. Some of them are good, some of them are okay.
Yes.
But I'm here with the most important guy right now. His name is Coach John, and I know you guys want to know all about Coach John. Okay, so let's get right into it.
That's right, all right.
I met his beautiful wife. You guys saw, it was so funny, right? Because she saw me, she was like,
Like, hold up,
Africana? And I'm like, wait, I got a name. I got a name.
That's right.
So it's good to have Coach John here.
Yes.
Let me ask you a few questions. First of all, Coach John, I'm really, really happy to see you. I've looked up to you. You have an amazing channel. You're a very strong man. You went through a lot with your health, and you're still here smiling, guys. That's really, really amazing, And those of you who don't know much about Coach John, please tell my viewers about you.
I'm originally from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I played baseball my whole life. I'll give you guys the short version. I played with the Yankees, and I played in some movies. I played in For Love of the Game, and I was a stunt double in some other movies. And I just always loved giving back to the community. In my entire life, I gave back to the community. So, hey, I'm doing it here in the Dominican Republic. I was assaulted at a high school, and now I'm disabled. But hey, God still has me on this amazing earth, and so I'm still contributing to the world as much as I can.
Right. When you say you're disabled, can you just tell us a little bit more about your disability and how you feel? Because I know you're always smiling. I can hardly tell you're going through pain.
Yes.
You want to talk about your disability a little bit and how, in your work, what you do and how people can support your work?
Yeah, I was a...
So I'm making you look nice.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, good. I was a...
For YouTube.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, no problem. So I was a coach, and I coached my whole life, baseball coach. And then I was at a high school, and a high school kid assaulted me. He elbowed me right here in my neck, and I had to have major surgery. And ever since then, I've been disabled. I had to learn how to walk again. And I still have nerve damage, and I'm grabbing my hands sometimes because sometimes it goes numb in my toes and everything. But at the same time, I thank God that I'm not paralyzed, because I was so close to being paralyzed. So my whole life, I worked with children, and I worked with Steve Harvey. I received the NAACP Humanitarian Award. I received the Martin Luther King Award. So I've done a lot of things, but I wasn't doing it for those accolades. I did it because I love working with children. So and hey, guess what? When I'm feeling good, Domingo and I, we do the same thing. So we work with orphanage, and we're working with kids on how to speak English and to better their future.
Okay. And for those of you who want to know more about Coach John, his channel, I'm going to put the name right here on the screen. You can go to his channel and watch all his videos working with kids. You know, he takes donations to help with kids in Dominican Republic. Coach is American. He's from Louisiana.
That's right, Louisiana.
And so how did you end up here in Dominican Republic?
Well, playing baseball, I played with the Yankees, and guess what? When you play baseball, you can't help but meet Dominican people. So my first roommate was Alfonso Soriano, and I met so many Dominican people. And after I became disabled, I said, hey, all the guys kept saying, hey, you got to come to the Dominican, you got to come to the Dominican. Now since I was disabled, I said, hey, let me save my money up and I'll be on my way. And in 2020, January 1st, 2020 is when I moved, when I came here for the first time, and I fell in love with it, and I said, this is the place I'm going to be living for a long time.
So what did you fall in love with? What was your first impression of Dominican Republic?
The people. It felt like I was in a time capsule, and I went back to 1976. Well, I was born in 1976. It felt like I went back to the 80s, let's say that. And it just felt good, you know. People wasn't, everybody was so nice and appreciative, and everything just seemed so simple, and I fell in love with it.
Right. That's awesome. So, what don't you like about Dominican Republic?
What don't I like about it?
Yeah. Nobody's listening, just you and me.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Hey, they have good and bad in all countries, in all worlds. So I would say I really would like them to get the dog and the cat, the stray cat problem, and also the trash. The trash system really needs to, you know, and of course, if you're in Punta Cana or Puerto Plata, they have it organized. But I'm talking about across the Dominican Republic. I'm not just talking about the ritzy areas. I'm just talking about all of the Dominican Republic. If you drive down the street in Santo Domingo, Punta Cana, Santiago, you're going to see a lot of trash. The only place I can think of that is Mississippi and Louisiana. You know, we have, you know, I love Mississippi, but Mississippi is almost like a third world country. It reminds, yeah, so when I, with all the potholes and things like that in the Dominican Republic, and the infrastructure, but it's getting better. It's a third world country. So we're so spoiled to seeing certain things in America, just like they had a very bad accident in San Cristobal.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, and it
Tell us a little bit about that accident. Like, I didn't really read the news. What happened? So,
well, from what I know, it was a propane, a gas tank that blew up. But in the United States, you can't have businesses right next to residential homes. And so some people died because their homes were right next to it. You know, so like, of course, like if you have an Exxon in the United States, there's not a house right next to Exxon. You know, you have to have a certain amount of distance. And that's one thing, Rico was talking about that also, that, you know, like 2 blocks from my house, it's about 400 chickens. And it's a chicken coop, and they sell chickens and things like that. And you can smell it about, when I walk down the street, I can smell the chicken coop and things like that. So we have to appreciate that in the United States, that you have certain codes and businesses, and you have to be in a certain area. So you appreciate that when you see that in the Dominican Republic, and you got a big propane station right next to 50, 60 houses, and that's not good.
Well, that's not good at all.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I know you're about to get married, right?
Yeah, next year. We don't have a date yet, but we're going to get married.
I bet I'll be invited. I'm going to invite myself.
You are. You're invited.
Yeah. I'm going to go to the wedding.
Yes.
So you guys, you met his fiancée. She's Dominican. So how did you end up with a Dominican woman? A lot of men out there, Americans, are coming to DR for women, right?
Yes.
Did you come here for a woman?
So I didn't come for a woman. I came for the weather because I'm disabled. I have major nerve damage. And I have so many friends here in the Dominican Republic because I play with the Yankees, and friends and family. So that's kind of like my extended family. But I didn't come here looking for a woman. But I knew I've been divorced, and I was single. I wasn't rushing. And I dated 2 other women before I met Domingo, and Domingo ended up being the right one, and she's the right one for me, I'm the right one for her, and we're a blessing for each other. So iron sharpens iron, as my mother used to say.
Yeah. No, that's wonderful. No, that's really, really great. And I know Domingo, I just met her, and I've seen a lot of her on YouTube, really great women. So let me ask you, for those American men or any man who's not Dominican, who wants to come to Dominican Republic and look for a woman or a wife, what advice do you have for them?
Don't go straight to Sosua.
And why is that? For those who don't know about Sosua.
I mean, you know, it's just a lot of women. You probably could find a good woman in Sosua, a working woman that works a 9-to-5 job, but it's known where all the prostitutes go and all the men go to sow their royal oats and do certain things and have fun. But it's so many women in the Dominican Republic, in the compost areas, and everywhere. So the only thing I can suggest is Domingo was working when I met her. They find a woman that's working, that appreciates the small things in life, and that'll make it so much easier for you. If you see a woman always dressed up with lipstick and high heel pumps on and walking down the strip, 9 times out of 10 she doesn't have a job, so her mindset is not a family base.
Right.
So that's what I can do.
Avoid those kind of places. Okay, that's great to know.
Yes.
A lot of men that from the USA, I keep hearing them say that Dominican women love their own kind. They love their own men. They cannot love men from other countries. Have you found that to be true?
No, that's not true at all. It's I think they say that because of the machismo. They say it because men are more aggressive here, and once a man locks you down, a Dominican man locks you down, they don't let you do certain things. Like a lot of Dominican women cannot drive. They're only restricted to, they only can do certain things. They can only like visit their family. So they're kind of like, Dominican men are more forceful.
Like machismo, like traditional.
And hey, I'm not here to change their culture.
Right.
I'm just here to appreciate Domingo, and Domingo appreciates me. So yeah, you see that a lot, and you see men, and you see that in the United States, but it's more amplified here in the Dominican Republic, and yeah.
Okay, and I forgot to ask you, what do you like the most about Dominican Republic? Because you told me what you don't like a little bit, but what do you like the most? Maybe top 3?
Top 3, let's see. I would say the weather.
The weather?
That's number 1, because it's great for my body.
Right.
Number 2, the energy that I get from the Dominican people.
Right.
The energy is just natural, and it's real, and it's not fake.
Right.
And number 3, I would say.
Say it. La mujer.
Yeah,
La mujer dominicana.
I just.
That's why John likes number 3. It should be number 1.
Yeah.
Numero 1.
Yeah, I guess, let's see, number 3. I mean, of course, everybody knows the women are beautiful here, but I would say number 3, the beach. I love water, so I'm a big water person. I love swimming. I was a lifeguard coming up, and I was a professional swimmer. So I would say the beach.
The beach. Okay. So I'm gonna go to the little controversial topics.
Go
okay.
ahead.
You living here as a Black American man. Do you consider yourself black? Are you black? Because you can pass for Dominican. Are you black?
I'm 100% black.
Okay. What does that mean to you being black? What is black?
What is black? Black means
Is it Black American, African American? Some people think that black just means you're African American, Black American. But to you, black does not mean that, right? What does black mean to you?
it means that we have some deep roots. That's
Okay.
when I think of black, I think of, man, be proud.
Being proud. So do you consider Domingo black?
I consider Domingo black. Yes,
Okay.
And she considers herself black. Also.
Okay, la negra.
Yeah. So being black is just a beautiful thing.
Right.
Most people have really got away from that, but I really focus on our African roots. And hey, I'm working on eventually at the orphanage teaching these kids their African roots. And
That's
it's nothing,
awesome.
Yeah, because we all have different roots, but in the Dominican Republic and across the world, they shy away from teaching people about their African roots, and I really push that. And I get a lot of flack from that, even on my comments sometimes.
What do they say?
They say, hey, stay, stop trying to teach people about African roots. We're Taino, we are Spanish, and we do have some African roots.
It's like the last thing, but we don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, so that makes me even want to push harder on talking about it. So it's nothing wrong with talking about African roots. So
because you can love both. They are both mixes. Why love Africa less? What's wrong with loving Africa just like you love the other ones?
Oh, because African people are very strong mentally and physically.
Right.
So they have to try to suppress it, and a long time has been going on. I wrote a book. I've written 2 books, and I'm working on the 3rd book. It's called Mind State on Freedom. It's about the Mississippi struggle and the upbringing. And white people, and I have a lot of white friends, but they get uncomfortable when you really try to uplift African people and you talk about African heritage. So for so long we have been suppressed, and it's like a no-no to talk about our African history and our culture. And I'm one person that makes sure I talk about it. And people get pissed off about it, but I'm going to keep doing it.
Right, exactly. No, it's very important. I think it's really, really important. Do you see a big Haitian problem here in Dominican Republic now that you live here? Do you see them being pulled over left and right every day?
I don't see it a lot, but you can't help but see it. But because when I'm driving, they have these paddy wagons, and they put them in these paddy wagons, and they take them back to Haiti.
Right.
So they upload them. So they load them up and take them where they need to go. So you see it. I mean, I live here, so I see it all the time.
Right.
But I don't see them beating on Haitians, choking them out. I don't see Dominicans treating them bad. I've never seen that.
Right.
And even when the Dominicans are loading them up on the paddy wagon, they don't bust them in the head and slam them on the ground.
They treat them with respect still.
Yeah, they treat them with respect. They even lift them up and help them get in the paddy wagon. But it's just. But I have never seen a Dominican person just slander or talk bad.
Exactly. I definitely agree with that, because every time I've come here, even now, the Haitian and Dominicans seem to get along just fine. Dominicans are truly nice people, Only the online ones, I don't know what happened to the online Dominicans, but the ones in person, they are nice people. Always nice, kind, but the trolls online, they're just too much.
Right. It's just like the United States. You have those racist people. They troll you on the comments and stuff like that, but they wouldn't dare say that to your face.
That's true.
And so it's a lot of racist people in the Dominican Republic that keep it internally. It's a lot of racist people that keep it internally in the United States also.
Right.
I know it's some friends, so-called friends of mine, white friends, they are racist, they can't stand black people, but they have to deal with it and they have to put on a facade.
Right.
So the world puts on a facade and they just put up with black people, and a lot of times it's jealousy. Not all white people, but a lot of people are jealous of African people and they try to push them down.
Right. So you live here, you've been living here since 2020, right?
That's right, 2020.
So are you planning on living here forever, pretty much?
That's my plan.
That's your plan?
Yes.
You must really like it that much.
Yeah, me and Domingo are going to get a plot next year, and we're going to get a tombstone right next to each other.
Yeah, no, that's the way. See, this is really inspiring. A black American man came here for other reasons other than a woman, fancy a woman that is getting married. You know, very inspiring.
Let me say this. I'm going to say one more thing.
Okay.
I feel so at peace here. Every time I go back to the United States, I feel like, man, how many days I got? I got 12 more days. I have 10 more days. And I feel so at peace. You know, people are like, you don't miss it, you're not scared. No, I'm scared of nothing. I'm so happy. I'm so at peace. You know, I don't mind going to the United States. I love the United States. That's my country, but I'm so at peace here, and I just want to I want to make a garden. I want to do so many positive things here, and I want to take my shoes off and just walk around in the dirt and just hug some trees.
Yeah.
I might sound crazy, but hey.
And it's beautiful. You like nature, you know, basics, just living your life. So what advice do you have? What advice do you have for anyone who wants to move to Dominican Republic? How should they go about it?
Pack up and leave.
Pack up and leave.
That's it.
Yeah, don't even think about it.
You don't even think about it. You put a reserve in your pocket, put $5,000-$6,000 in your pocket and pack up and leave. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you'll be fine. You'll make it. People hear all these horror stories about Dominican Republic or these third world countries. You just pack up and leave. If you're tired and you keep going in a circle in life, it doesn't matter where you want to go. If you want to go to Africa and live in Africa, or, you know, the Dominican Republic is the easiest place to live.
And it's close to America, so if you want to go home, you can quickly get on a plane.
2-3 hours back and forth. You're absolutely right. So, but once I get married, I won't have to pay the stayover fee. But you don't get in trouble if you stay in the Dominican Republic. They have people that's been living here for 2, 3, 4 years, and they just pay when they go back to the United States. So Dominican police and Dominican government really treats Americans very nice. As long as you're not doing nothing stupid, trying to
breaking laws,
doing anything crazy, breaking laws, or staying. You need to stay away from a lot of perverts come here. I gotta say that. A lot of perverts come here and they try to mess with young boys and young girls, and if you're thinking about that, I'm telling you, you don't want to be in the Dominican jail. That's pure nasty no matter where you go, but you come here and get caught up messing with some young children, you're gonna get in some serious trouble. Right,
and I'm so glad you mentioned that, because the age of consent, Dominican Republic is 18.
Yes.
And a lot of these American people think they can come here, but the laws are a little bit lax, but it's still illegal. Just, all of them might not stop you unless the parent report it, it's still illegal. And you as an American, you know better, because back then, you can't do that in your country and get away with it. And so I'm so glad you mentioned that.
Yes, okay.
What do you think of the name African Dominican?
I love it because I'm real big on uplifting African people. So that pisses a lot of people off. And I'm so glad. That's why I'm on your side 100%. Because I just love the word African Dominican, because you're pushing it. You're letting people know there a huge amount of people are African Dominicans, just like you. There's a whole bunch of African Dominicans in the Dominican Republic, but they want to stay away from that. They would never call themselves African Dominicans, but I love it. So,
thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
So what can people expect from your channel? Called John's channel, he does a lot of lives, videos, he drops a lot of content about Dominican Republic. So what can viewers expect more on your channel?
Fun. You're gonna see a lot of excitement. You're gonna see fun. I joke around a lot. I say silly stuff. You know, I kind of do clickbait a little bit, but at the same time, you're gonna love my clickbait. It's not like
it's not too off. It's close enough to the content.
That's right. That's right. And also, of course, I love helping children.
Right.
So when I came here, when my body is okay, I'm helping children out. I'm doing things for the community. So I do everything. Whatever my mind say do, I do it. And hey, I'm gonna be having dinner with some Haitians pretty soon.
Nice.
I got a lot of Dominicans that are pissed off about that, you know. But
why would they be pissed off with that? What?
Because they said I don't need to do that in the Dominican Republic. I need to go to Haiti and have dinner with Haitians. So hey,
they really said that?
Yeah.
People are so ignorant.
You gotta read some of the comments. So
I need to read some of the comments. Something like,
yes.
Wow. Anyway, Coach John, it's been wonderful talking to you.
Yes,
Thanks for answering my questions. And nice to finally meet you.
Yes.
And everybody go and subscribe to Coach John's channel. I'm always there. We are family. We're all supporting each other. And of course, that's his wife to be. Hola, Domingo. Hola, Joanna. Hola, Coach John. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye, y'all.
Bye.
See y'all next time. God bless.
Bye. All right, guys. So that's my interview with Coach John. I'm going to take you guys around a little bit. Let me show you what we see over here. So I am at the mall. Okay. When there's a lot of American food. See that?
Voy a cantar esta canción con mucho cariño de mi corazón a la República Dominicana, la casa del merengue y la casa de la bachata. Voy a cantar esta canción con mucho cariño de mi corazón a la República Dominicana, la casa del merengue y la casa de la bachata. La casa del merengue, la, y la casa de la bachata. Música, 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 te traigo música.
My family, mi familia in Dominican Republic. Hey! Hey! Ta-da-da-da-dum. This is a big supermarket, very lovely. Okay, so this is
back today, but
so from here.
About 8 minutes.
8 minutes?
8 to 10 minutes.
You're very central, near the mall.
Yeah, I'm really close, but hey, during traffic, it could take sometimes 45 minutes to get home. We're busy.
Yeah.
And we're close by IKEA also. I love IKEA.
Wow. This mall is beautiful. Coach John lives right by the mall.
It's Swedish. I didn't know that. IKEA. I didn't know that. I always go to IKEA and I never knew it was Swedish.
Yeah.
We have a typical Swedish food there.
I thought IKEA was American.
What? What?
I thought it was American store.
Oh my god.
But Western Union puppies, where you at? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Ba-da-da. All right, we're walking outside the mall. This is what Plaza Duarte.
This is
American pesos. Interesting.
Yeah. I know, right? I never heard of American peso.
Now we are outside.
Voy a cantar esta canción con mucho cariño de mi corazón a la República Dominicana, la casa del merengue y la casa de la bachata. Voy a cantar.
Alright guys, so I'm gonna sign out right now. It was nice meeting Coach John and everybody there. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. Alright guys, that's the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed the interview with Coach John. Please don't forget to go to his channel and subscribe. And as always, please subscribe here as well. Like, share, and thank you for your love and support. See you next time.